In this video, I'll show you how to create the view controller, whereby we will be showing the thumbnails for all the images in a category and how to transition to that view controller. Alright, let's get started. Currently, the way the app stands, if you tap on a category, it just selects the cell and nothing actually happens. So what we want to do is make the next view controller. So let's get onto that. Alright, let's make our new view controller. Now this will be a collection view controller. Collection views are really useful for lots of little cells. We'll use this to do a bunch of thumbnails, two on side by side, scrolling downwards. It'll become more obvious what it looks like as we go. So this will be for wallpapers. Now to create a collection view controller, the blessed initor requires a layout. However, I would prefer if my view controller was a bit more self-reliant, so I will make its init method take care of that. Now the wallpapers will also need a category to be passed to it to start with, so we'll make that passed as part of the init. So we've got an image category, we'll store that in an instance variable, and it'll be passed to the init method. Now, as I said before, we need a layout, so let's make a very bare bones one. We'll flesh it out in a later video. We'll store the category in the instance variable. We'll set the title. And we'll return self. And I'll just move that to the header. And of course we need the forward class declaration. It's always good to use forward class declarations where you can, because it's faster for your compilation time instead of having imports in all your headers. Alright, so that's our view controller. Now to make it bring it up when you select a category, we'll go back to our categories view controller. Now our categories view controller, for a bit of testing before, we imported the service, but we won't need that anymore. However, we will need to import the new view controller. And down to where we've got the did select row at index path, rather than calling the service here, which we only did for debugging, we will make a new view controller. Our new view controller will need to know what category we're jumping to, and we'll get the navigation controller to do the push transition. And that's as simple as that gets. Much simpler than segues in storyboards, I personally believe. But reasonable people disagree. I'll leave that up to you. So now if you click on a cell, it pushes to the view controller. Now notice we didn't implement any of the delegate methods, so there's nothing to show. But you get the idea of the shell of the wallpapers view controller, which is a collection view controller, and how the transition works. Okay, thanks for watching.